Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 25 shows Boruto offering Momoshiki to take over his body if he helps him defeat Jura. And if that really does happen, if it does get to that point where they can defeat Jura, or they can win and Momoshiki takes over Boruto's body, or maybe it gets to a desperate point where Momoshiki takes over anyways, it's kind of it's really crazy, and it's going to be a really important moment. But as soon as it happens, who is the most likely to maybe save Boruto or give him a chance? Or maybe it's just kind of like a time thing where it's Boruto will be incapacitated for a period of time, kind of like Momoshiki's time stop ability, or his freeze ability, or whatever you want to call it, where you can freeze time or stop time and have one-on-one interactions. In this instance, Momoshiki would be able to trap Boruto in a frozen time state, and he won't be able to escape while Momoshiki takes over his body. But who would be the most likely to help Boruto in that instance? We know what Kawaki will do. He'll try to kill Boruto, or Momoshiki more likely. He'll try to kill Momoshiki / Boruto. You know what I'm saying? He's going to try to kill him. So that's his idea of saving Boruto, which I don't know if Boruto really cares all that much, as long as Jura's defeated, you know what I mean? But what about other characters? Like Sarada and Sumire? They're going to try to help Boruto, maybe scientifically, maybe figure out a way, if there's a possibility to get Boruto to swap places with them and to get rid of Momoshiki. Maybe Mitsuki and Orochimaru, or what I'm saying is Mitsuki goes to Orochimaru to figure out a biological way to separate Boruto and Momoshiki, maybe using the curse mark of some kind. Figure out some kind of way to stop Momoshiki from terrorizing the world. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe Sarada and Sumire would work with Amado to figure out I don't know, another cyborg kind of a way to do things. I don't know. You know what I mean? They have to join forces. They have to work on something together to help Boruto out. That, and I mean, it might be in Shikamaru's best interest to help Boruto too, given how, if he doesn't, Boruto will kind of destroy the village. So that's definitely a given. Konohamaru, look, we haven't really seen Konohamaru do a whole lot. I don't know where he stands on the whole Boruto thing, but he did save him. So maybe there's some sympathy there. Maybe there could be a chance where, hey, let's try to help out the guy, you know what I mean? I think Himawari would be invested to help Boruto, but I don't know how she would do it. Let me think. Who else is there? Maybe Kashin Koji sees something in his Prescience vision, or he gets a vision of it, and he can figure out contingencies or possibilities of, in other Prescience visions, maybe he saw alternate futures where Boruto could control Momoshiki, or he could figure out if somebody else figured out a way to defeat the Otsutsuki, right? Maybe there are those plans in place. He just never had to use them. Cause he saw Boruto 8 years in the future, you know what I mean? Master the teleportation, the flying Raijin, you know what I mean? Not master, but create his own version of it, you know what I mean? So he was able to see that far into the future, but he wasn't able to really see what happens after that, or you know what I mean? There's a possibility he could see a future where Momoshiki lives long enough, but he has to still figure out how to defeat him in a sort of way, you know what I mean? So I think that it could be a huge mixed bag of things, you know what I'm saying? But overall, it's going to be really interesting to see how Boruto deals with the situation and who tries to help him. Really help him. I don't mean just kill him and murder him. That's going to be Kawaki's number one thing. He's going to face some opposition of it. And then I think Mitsuki would want to save Boruto as well. So he would go to Orochimaru to learn about the curse mark and how to maybe separate Boruto and Momoshiki. And then there's also Sarada and Sumire. They would try to learn from what Mitsuki learns and from Amado. Kashin Koji has his prescience vision, so he could see into the future, or figure out ways of like how to stop this, or how to defeat Boruto, maybe in coordination with Ada. Perhaps Shikamaru would want to help Boruto as well, so that way they can like stop Momoshiki from destroying the village. And yeah, that's about all I got. How do you think others will try to save Boruto? Or do you think it's just going to be like a fight against Momoshiki and then Boruto will just take back? You know what I mean? Like, how do you think it's all going to work? How do you think it's all going to happen? Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys all next time. Yeah.